Picture this. The world, 18,000 years ago. A biting wind whips across the icy plains. You're huddled around a flickering fire, the only beacon against the terrifying darkness of the Pleistocene night. Beyond the dancing light, unseen eyes glint. A shadow moves. A wolf. Not a companion, but a predator. A threat. What if that primordial moment of fear never gave way to friendship? What if humanity, in its desperate struggle for survival, never reached out to tame the wild wolf? What if our oldest, most loyal ally simply never existed? This isn't just about losing a pet. This is about losing a partnership forged in the crucible of the Ice Age, a bond that would redefine both species and, in doing so, birth human civilization itself. Imagine a world where that pivotal alliance never happened. Where those ancient humans, wary and alone, simply drove the wolves away, forever. The consequences? They would cascade through history, changing everything we understand about human progress, survival, and our very place on this planet. Our story begins with the hunt. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans were skilled, but often outmatched, predators. We had spears, stones, and cunning, but the wilderness held creatures faster, stronger, with senses far superior. Then came the wolf. Or, rather, the wolves who drew closer, scavenged our scraps, and offered a silent pact. In exchange for food, they offered their unparalleled senses. Their noses could track prey for miles. Their ears could pick up the rustle of a saber-toothed cat before it was even a whisper on the wind. Their speed and pack tactics could herd the mightiest game. Together, human and wolf became an unstoppable force. But what if that force was never assembled? Without dogs, the very act of hunting becomes an exponentially more brutal, relentless grind. Imagine tracking a giant elk through deep snow, trying to outflank it, to corner it, with only the limited senses of your small human band. No dog to flush prey from thickets. No dog to wear down a fleeing animal. No dog to sound the alarm when a rival hunter, human or beast, approaches your kill. Each hunt would be a desperate gamble, yielding less food, more injuries, and far greater risk. Humanity would remain perpetually underfed, malnourished, their numbers sparse, their territories small. The constant vigilance, the fear of attack from unseen predators, would never cease. Sleep would be a luxury, and survival, a daily miracle. And it's not just about the hunt. It's about defense. In our actual history, dogs stood sentinel over our earliest camps, barking warnings, confronting intruders. They were living, breathing alarm systems. Without them, every night would be a terrifying gamble. Predators, from cave bears to rival human tribes, would find our camps far easier targets. Children, the future of our species, would be constantly vulnerable. This perpetual insecurity would prevent the formation of larger, more permanent settlements. Why build when tomorrow your home might be ransacked, your people scattered? Humanity would be forced into tiny, nomadic bands, always looking over their shoulders, always on the move. There would be no accumulation of resources, no surplus, no safety net. And without that safety, without that stability, the greatest revolution in human history would simply never happen. The agricultural revolution. Think about it. Dogs weren't just for hunting. They were indispensable for herding early livestock, the very first domesticated sheep and goats. They protected these vulnerable animals from wolves and other predators, guarding the nascent farms. They even helped guard the stored grains from pests and thieves. Without the loyal dog, how do you manage a growing herd? How do you protect your crops from the relentless forces of nature and rival groups? It becomes an almost impossible task. Agriculture, the bedrock upon which all subsequent civilization was built, may simply never have taken root. Humanity would remain forever locked in a hunter-gatherer existence. And with no agriculture, there is no surplus food. No surplus means no specialized labor. No one to invent the wheel, to smelt metal, to develop writing, to build monumental architecture. No cities would rise. No empires would span continents. There would be no philosophers to ponder the stars, no artists to capture the human spirit, no scientists to unravel the mysteries of the universe. The grand tapestry of human civilization, the one we recognize today, would unravel before it was even woven. Imagine a world without Rome, without the pyramids, without the Great Wall, without Shakespeare, without the internet. Imagine a world where humanity never truly escaped the brutal struggle of mere existence. Our species would be just another animal, clinging to the fringes, forever vulnerable, forever limited. Small bands, scattered across the globe, living lives of constant fear and hardship, never reaching our incredible potential. Perhaps we would have even gone extinct, outcompeted by other, more resilient predators, or simply faded away due to disease and starvation. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? That the entirety of our complex, vibrant world, our technologies, our arts, our societies, our very existence hinged on a chance encounter. A mutual glance between a human and a wolf, a silent agreement forged in the ancient past. Our journey, our triumphs, our very humanity, were built on the silent loyalty of a creature we tamed, and who, in turn, tamed us. What other small choices, what other forgotten turning points, shaped our world in ways we can barely imagine? The possibilities are endless. Join us next time as we explore more untold histories. Until then, stay curious.